So what I'll do with that information is dive bit deeper. And if you go on home.co.uk, go on prices and rents and type in the postcode, it gives you a lot of information which is based on sold prices, not so much speculation or asking prices. And it gives you an option to look back to 1995. So it's got loads of different ways of looking at the information, but one of the main things is literally just the cold hard facts of what they were selling for. Flats less than, well, however long ago it is, 1995, so 25 years ago was selling for 37 grand. Now the average price 157 grand, 319. Just a little bit of encouragement if you think that you're going into it, may or may not be the right move. What I would do, and what's really got my attention, is these properties, and I'm going to look into it myself. But if with like the small amount of working, because I know them as well, because I know the building, I know how much it rents for, and how easy it is to get people. Like it's just in the right location. It is absolutely spot on. So being we're in proximity to the city centre, but just about a K outside, so it's just far enough that you can sort of like have a bit of the space. It's got big shops around it, and the park, and the layout of the flat's very, very simple, and they're all exactly the same. You don't have to worry about gas. It's very easy to maintain if you're going to be hands off, which you are. You're not going to be in a position where you can be sort of, you don't want to be bothered with decisions and people like having to go around and fix stuff, because all the electrics these were only built like 12 years ago or something like that. So everything's relatively new. The service charge covers everything, so flats are very easy to maintain. At the moment, it's about £100 a month, so it is a bit of a big chunk out of your money. But if that's all you're going to be paying maintenance-wise, which it should be, because there's not a lot in there to go wrong, I think these are a great bet, and they're really, really, you can make them really nice and really desirable. So with this one, I'll just be tiling the floor, changing the tiles around there, and like I said with the other one, just maybe look at doing the whole floors, surfaces of the kitchen, and new appliances. It's not going to be a lot, less than £3 grand. Same again with this one, but the fact that these are both empty and have been on the market a bit of time, someone's hemorrhaging cash there, like holding on to them. So I'll be really pushing that, and I think I am going to actually. I'm going to see if I can get all the stars to align, and going to be definitely hunting for these two. So to confirm if everything's as I say it is, obviously you've got to get on the ground, and a good way of doing that is speaking to letting agents. So you can just literally get in touch with these ones around Nottingham, and I'll just ring them up and say, like, what do you think of the properties that basically find the properties like these two in the pavilion, say, what do you think of these properties, and ring like 10 of them, and they will tell you that it's the best thing in the world. If you give them to us, we'll rent them tomorrow. But there will be some sort of trends going through there that you'll pick up a lot on. So it's worth getting in touch with them. But I think these guys, I've learned so much from these guys, and I think this is pretty much a gold standard. They'll manage it for 10%. It costs £300 to set up with a tenant, but I just think it'll be the best going forward, and I do think you get what you pay for. So I think these guys would be the ones that I'll reach out to get someone in there. But as far as things go, I'm really interested in that, seeing them at that price, and like just knowing what they can rent for is really encouraging. One thing that you will need is a license, which is £700 for 5 years, but their admin is up their arse. I applied for it 10 months ago, and I've still not heard back. It's just like an ongoing joke. All the landlords around the area are just laughing at them on the forums, and it's something that Nottingham's imposed to try and get rid of rogue landlords. But if a landlord's rogue, then why would he be applying for a license? It is a little bit retarded, a bit of a money maker, but it's not working. So hopefully they'll can it. But either way, it's £700 for 5 years, goes against your tax, but that's not a massive hurdle to jump over. But at the moment, everything's good. The price you can get a mortgage for at the moment, for like probably less than 3%, it's unbelievable. It's so good. So yeah, I'd recommend looking into them.